Hello students, welcome to Nagesh Karasgi Orchid School. Myself Snehal Mane, teaching you science for grade 6. Till now we have completed lesson number 5. The last lesson we have studied was separating into substances. Okay. Now in this class today we are going to study about the new lesson, that is lesson number 6, changes around us. So basically what is a change? Everything in the surrounding, in the nature goes on changing day by day. So every object also changes its shape, size and color. Any object, if it changes into any shape, size, color, we can tell a change has occurred. So there are many changes that we observe in our day-to-day life. So it may be the changes happening in the weather, the changes happening due to the climatic conditions, the days, after day we have night, after night we have day, after every sunset we have sunrise. So there are lots of changes that are happening. So we are going to see about all these changes in today's class. Okay, so let us see here. The lesson name is changes around us. In our daily life, we observe many changes around us. In this lesson, we are going to study in detail about reason for changes, why the changes occurs, then types of changes, and then we are going to revise all the things that we have studied in this lesson. See students, every sunset is followed by a sunrise. By this image you can get a clear idea that after every sunset we have sunrise and then sunset and then sunrise. It is a followed process. After every sunset there is a sunrise. In the same way, one season goes and another season comes. As we know that after summer we have rainy, then after rainy we have winter. So these seasons changes and comes one after the other. Changes occurs due to the things happening in the surrounding. Okay. So in our daily life we observe many changes. For example, changes in weather, occurrence of the day and night, cooking of food, blooming of flowers, burning of wood and many more. Everything in the universe undergoes a change. During a change in shape, size, position, color or state, we tell that changes has been occurred. Changes takes place around us all the time. Change is a continuous process. We can say that change is the rule of nature. Change is the rule of nature. Many changes takes place around us. For example, you can see here yellowing of flowers. Yes, the leaves, the new leaves are formed, then the dried leaves get detached from the flower. In the same way the flowers get yellowed in the darker shade and many more things. Then we have a volcanic eruption. Yes, this is a change that lava gets erupted from the bottom, from the layers of the earth on the earth. So lava, which is a very hot liquid. Yes, so this is also a type of change which occurs in the nature. In the same way we have some changes that are caused by the human beings. One of them is deforestation. Human beings cut the forest for their use. They cut the forest, trees to get settled down in the particular areas, to build the homes, factories, yes, huts and many more things. So some changes that occur in the nature naturally are called as natural changes. These are the natural changes that occur in the nature. No one is responsible for it. It occurs in the nature naturally. In the same way, we have some changes that is caused by human beings. For example, deforestation and pollution. You can see the water, the river gets polluted due to a lot of waste thrown into the river. Who is responsible for throwing all this dirt into the river? We, the human beings, are responsible for all this dirt, for the pollution, for the rivers that are getting polluted. In the same way, you can see in the other image that the car is emitting a harmful gases, that is smoke. Yes, it has been polluted and in the air. So air gets polluted due to a large usage of cars or vehicles on the road. So we are the people responsible for creating pollution, deforestation and many more things. So we can tell that the changes occurring in the nature may be of two types, mainly natural changes and the changes made by human beings. So we are going to see about all these changes in detail. Nothing is permanent. Nothing in our world is permanent. Everything goes on changing. In fact, we can say that change is the law of nature. Change is the law of nature, or we can also tell that change is the rule of nature. Some of the changes occurring around us are natural and beyond the control of human beings. It means the changes that occur in the nature are natural and we cannot control them. We cannot stop volcanic eruption, right? We cannot stop yellowing of flowers. So these changes which we cannot control are called as natural changes. For example, change of seasons, formation of clouds, weathering of rocks, formation of glaciers, flowering of plants, ripening of fruits, occurrence of day and night, and beating of the heart. So these are some natural changes that goes on changing every time. In the same way, some changes occur due to human efforts are called human made changes. For example, cooking of food, burning of oil, burning of wood, weaving of cloth, production of food grains, dissolving of sugar in water. Okay, so these are some changes caused by the humans. The changes caused by the humans may be good and maybe have worst effect on the nature. So these are the changes that happens, goes on continuous changing. Nothing is permanent in this nature. Change is the law of nature, or change is the rule of nature. Everything goes on changing at the particular times. As you can see, what happens when a change is caused? Means you know that there is a change, but how does it cause? What happens during a change? What are the causes of changing the things? So mainly there are four causes. We can see here. First is mixing, then heating, then we have mixing and heating, and application of force and pressure. You can see mixing means something is mixed into something. We get a change. On heating we have the changes. On both mixing and heating we have the changes, and applying pressure or force on the object or a particular thing we have the changes. So mainly the causes of changes are four things. Here we can see the four causes of the changes that are occurring in the nature. So let us see in detail about this. Mixing. When two or more things mixed together, change takes place. You can see here, for example, we have water and sugar. When sugar is added to water, we get sugar solution. So a change has occurred in this by mixing one or two substances, and this is the change happened due to mixing. So when two or more things are mixed together, changes takes place. Here two things are sugar and water. In the same way, there may be other changes takes place due to other substances like salt and water. Yes, there are many things. When mixed, we get the other things. The next one is heating. You can see here we have an iron ring. Take an iron ring and pass it through another ring. So we have two iron ring, one is this one and one is this one. The another ring is little bigger, slightly bigger than the above one. The down ring is slightly bigger than the above one. You can see here, this is little bit big in its diameter. When we try to pass this in the another ring, let us see what happens. So this is an activity to see whether heating is responsible for a change. Take an iron ring and pass it through the another ring whose diameter is slightly bigger than that of the given ring. You can see here the iron ring passes smoothly through the other ring. This iron ring passes smoothly, means without any disturbance, without pushing or forcing or giving pressure on it. It passes very easily towards the ring which has the slightly bigger diameter. So it easily passes through it. Now what we are going to do now, we are going to heat the iron ring. This iron ring. See here, this iron ring is heated. Will this hot iron ring now pass through the other ring? Let's see. Now this hot iron ring does not pass through the other ring. Why does it happen? It happened due to the same iron ring when got heated up could not pass through the other ring. Because the metal expands on heating and changes its shape and size. This is a metal ring which is heated and it changes in its shape and size. It becomes slightly bigger than the diameter of the other ring, and when we try to pass the ring to the another ring, it does not pass through it because metals expands on heating. When we heat an object, it is affected in one or the other way. Heat affects various things. Certain things becomes hot on heating and cold on cooling. It means when it is cold it can pass, but when it is hot it cannot pass because metal expands on heating. We must remember this, metal expands on heating. When we heat water, temperature of water rises and it becomes hot. Objects become hot on heating. Similarly, when we keep water in a refrigerator for some time, the temperature of water falls and it becomes cold. Object becomes cold on cooling. Okay, if we have taken the example of water on boiling the temperature rises and water on cooling the temperature decreases. In the same way, metal expands on heating and metal contracts on cooling. Means when it is heated, its size is slightly expanded, and when it cools down, it comes back to its original position. The process of heating and cooling goes on in nature as well. The days are warm due to the heat of the sun, and the nights are cool as there is no heat. Land breeze and sea breeze are also caused by heating and cooling of land and sea water or ocean water. Certain things expands on heating and contract on cooling. For example, we have seen just now about the metal. There are many materials that expands. Expands, it means increase in size. a slight increase in size. On heating, metals expands on heating, and contract. Contract means decrease in size on cooling. For example, metals like iron and aluminium expands on heating and contracts on cooling. So for this we have seen an example here. Now let us see the other applications of heating. Fixing wooden handles to tools having iron blades. For that we see this type of handles which has wooden handle. It means in your home you can see a knife which has wooden handle to it. So we use the application of heating so that wooden can be fixed easily to the knife. Fixing a metal rim on a wooden wheel. Fixing a metal rim on a wooden wheel. Let us see about this in detail. A metal rim which is slightly smaller in size than a wooden wheel is made. Okay, see, this is the metal rim and it is smaller in size than a wooden wheel. This wooden wheel is smaller in size. A metal rim should be smaller than the wooden wheel. On heating the rim, it expands. So if we heat this rim expands, and this can be placed here when it expands. When cold water is poured over the rim, it contracts. When cold water is poured over the rim, this contracts and fits tightly into the wooden wheel. Fits tightly into the wooden wheel. This is fixing of iron rim on a bullock cart wheel. Bullock carts have wooden wheels. These wooden wheels are fitted with iron rims to make them last longer. So if we place them, the iron rim towards the wheel, so it will last longer. The iron rim is made slightly smaller in size than the wooden wheel. This is wooden wheel is smaller in size than the iron rim. This rim is smaller in size, and if we place it in directly, it cannot be placed, so it should be heated and then it can be placed. The ironsmith heats the iron rim uniformly over a period of time. On heating, the iron rim expands and becomes somewhat bigger in size. This hot iron rim is now easily put around the wooden wheel. Water is then poured over the hot iron rim to cool it. On cooling, the hot iron rim contracts and fits tightly around the wooden wheel Now, next example, we have the changes happening due to mixing and heating. The changes happening due to mixing and heating. You can see some changes takes place by mixing and heating. Heating increases the solubility of a soluble substance in water. When a soluble substance is added to the water, heating increases the solubility. It means the substances which can be soluble quickly. For example, more amount of salt can be dissolved in same amount of water at a higher temperature. It means when we take this amount of water and we add more amount of salt in it, the salt can be added to it at a higher temperature. More amount of salt can be added to it at a higher temperature. Applications of force and pressure. Now we are going to see about the force and pressure. Force is described as a push or pull acting on a body. Force, it means a push or pull acting on a body. It tends to change the state of rest or motion of a body. It tends to change the state of rest or motion of a body. If body is in motion, in rest or motion, a force can be applied to it. It can change the shape or size of an object. It can change the shape and size of an object. Now you can see here one more example. Pressure is equal to the force per unit area. Pressure is equal force per unit area. Example of application of pressure. The shape of a toothpaste tube changes on squeezing it. The shape of the toothpaste tube changes on squeezing it. Pressure can cause many kinds of changes. Some important ones are changes in shape and size. Blow up a balloon, observe the change in shape. Yes, this change in shape has occurred and the size of balloon increases. Now let the air escapes from the balloon. Let the air escape. The balloon deflates, means the air has get removed from the balloon and the shape and size of the balloon again changes. Similarly, when we press a fluffy solid like a cushion, a loaf or a ball of wool or sponge, their shape changes. When the pressure is released, they get back to their original position. As we have just seen, as squeezing the toothpaste, in the same way breaking objects when pressure is applied on brittle substances. For example, glass, biscuit and coal, they break into pieces. They break into pieces. So for example of changing the shape and size is blowing a balloon and pressing a sponge, and if we apply more pressure on brittle substances, it may break down, for example a biscuit or a glass. Okay. Now effects of changes on object. Effects of changes on object. You can see here effects of changes on object are divided into many parts, like changes in shape, change in size, change in structure, change in color, change in position, change in temperature, change in physical state. So these are the different changes: change in shape, size, structure, color, position, temperature and physical state. Now we are going to see about this one by one in detail. Change in shape. You can see here, when a balloon filled with air is pressed between two hands, its shape changes. When a balloon filled with air is pressed between two hands, its shape changes. The visible shape of the moon changes from day to day. It changes from crescent to half and from half to full and again in reverse. Yes, we can see over a period of time that the shape of the moon changes. It is different, like we have crescent, gibbous moon. Yes, so it is crescent to half and half to full and again in reverse. So this is also the change in shape. Next we are going to see about change in size. Sizes of logs change when they are cut into pieces. Now you have seen these pieces of logs. These changes when we cut them. When they are cut into pieces, we can change its shape. Sorry, we can change its size. A seed germinates, it grows into a plant. Plant becomes a tree. So there is change in size. For example, we can see that a seed is very small. After germinating, it grows into a plant, which is a small plant, and then plant over many years, it changes into a tree. It changes into a tree. So this is about the change in size. Now we are going to see change in structure. Change in structure. Wood on burning gets converted into ash. Wood on burning gets converted into ash. Okay, so this is bonfire, and when the wood is burned, it is get converted into ash. Its structure is totally changed. Its structure is totally changed. Change in color. You can see here a piece of iron becomes red hot on heating. You can see this becomes red hot on heating. As it becomes more heat is allowed to pass through it, we can change the shape of the iron piece, and even the change of color we can observe. In the same way, sky at night is dark and sky during day is blue. Sky at night is dark and sky during day is blue. Okay, so this is about the change in color. You can see here iron nails. The rusted iron nails, change of color you can observe here for the rusted iron nails. The color of fruits and vegetables changes on ripening. This is the raw tomato and this is the ripened tomato. So the changes or the change in the color also is observed. Raw tomato and ripened tomato, the change occurred from green to red. Change in position, we can see here when a butterfly flies, its position changes. The original position of the butterfly was this, and after flying it came here, so this is its final position. For this we can give the another example as Earth is going round on its axis. Earth is going round on its axis while facing sun, making day and night. This is a periodic change occurring after regular intervals. Change in temperature. You can see here the temperature rises in summer season and temperature falls in the winter season. It is warm during the day and it is cool at night. It is hot in summer and it is cold in winter. So this is about the changes in temperature. You can see here the temperature of water and ice are different. The temperature of water and ice are different. This is solid and this is liquid. When the temperature increases, the solids get converted into liquid, and in the same way when the temperature decreases, the liquid gets converted into solid. The temperature of water and ice are different. We can see that changes of state in water. In nature we find matter in three states. Solid, liquid and gas. A solid changing into liquid is called melting. Ice melts to form water. Ice is melted to form water. And liquid water changing into water vapor is called evaporation. Liquid water changing into water vapor is called as evaporation. Water vapor changing into liquid on cooling is called condensation. About evaporation and condensation we have seen in detail in the last lesson. In nature, evaporation and condensation of water is taking place all the time. In nature, water is found in three forms: ice, water and vapor. The three forms of water are also called the three states of water. The three forms of water are interchangeable. It means on heating ice it get converted into water, and on heating water it get converted into water vapor. On cooling water vapor it converted into water, and on cooling water we get ice. These all the changes in the three forms of water are interchangeable. Clouds are water vapor. Clouds cool and come down as rain. The change in the form of water is reversible change. About reversible change we are going to see in detail in this lesson. So this is about the changes of water that takes place. change in physical state. Change in physical state. Wax melts on heating and changes into liquid wax. Wax melts on heating and changes into liquid wax. Now this is about the physical change in physical state. In the next class we will learn more detail about reversible change and irreversible change with lots of examples. Thank you students.